breeze, big brave pants riding with ease.
So, girls, here we are again for another episode of Tales from the Hayloft, and this week we've got lovely Louise Munro with us on the sofa in the hot spot. So, yes, thank you so much for agreeing to come and having a chat with us.
Well, I feel very privileged. Thank you for being asked onto the sofa.
One of the lucky ones.
Thank you so much for the coffee.
Yes,
Coffee that's not in my mug. But yeah, no, it's really lovely to have you here to have a little chat. And so I would like to kick off by just really finding out where your journey with horses started. When did you first start your love of horses and riding? And tell us all about your lovely ponios.
Well, I was very lucky because my mum rode and her sister. So we all started on a little Welsh skewbald who was rescued from the gypsies, age 2.
Oh, love a rescue story.
Yes, I know. And he went on till he was 35.
Gosh.
And he was scared of men. So you won every gymkhana race if there was a man at the start.
Just get your dad carefully placed to give
like
you a bit of speed.
Yeah, so that was a wonderful start. I don't remember anything negative. I don't remember falling off.
Can you remember how old you were when you first got
I
on?
think...
Or just...
Well, he was passed through everybody. So I think I was probably 8, 9.
Okay.
I may have my timelines wrong. Because my elder sisters both rode.
So you're one of 3?
4.
4.
My younger brother just used to get on when the pony was all tidy and win a few rosettes, and then he went on to rugby because obviously he thought it was a bit not a boy thing to do. So very lucky to have grown up all riding. We started off at a livery yard in Chilth, and I just remember you just sort of the next pony appeared once you'd grown a bit more, and there was we never had any matchy.
I don't think it existed.
The most exciting thing we had was a 2-tone velvet browband.
Oh yes,
I remember
those.
those.
Little...
People used to make them.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, don't.
With 2 bits of velvet around the leather browband.
The string girths. And lots of fun. They actually used to hold pony club clinics actually at that yard. And just remember lots of fun as a youngster, messing around in all the hay and straw bales and just having a lovely, lovely time out in the fresh air. And I couldn't do all the events because away from home because we only had a 2-pony trailer and I was number 3 child.
Right.
So not that I missed out, but I always thought one day I'll do a bit more. And then I did the classic, got to about 16 and got bored with ponies and found most of our ponies were geldings, so I went on to on to boys with 2 legs, not 4. And then Mum kept all the ponies going, and my girls actually started riding on my pony of a lifetime.
Oh really?
Which we got from the Beaulieu Road sales. Bidding against meat men in those days. And he was a big colt. I think 100 guineas. I think that's what £1 10p.
Gosh.
Wow.
Crazy,
so actually quite a lot of money, having just been to a sales and seen the range of prices. And my auntie had land at Tiptoe, and she looked after him and handled him beautifully. And she bred quite a lot of ponies and had run a riding club earlier on, a riding school, sorry. And so I broke him in, but I don't remember anything except getting on, and everything just went swimmingly.
So was your auntie quite well known in the area? Or?
She ran ponies on the forest, and I have her old brand, and she didn't do a lot of riding at that stage. But yes, was quite well known. I've talked about her.
What was her name?
A few people. She was called Norma Bannerman.
Norma Bannerman.
And actually, having thought about this and researching and finding my mum's notes, about all the ponies they had and what she used to do. I've actually, and thinking about today, I've really got interested in how they started. And I said, how did you know what to feed your ponies? Because they moved out of London at the end of the war. They had no lessons. They borrowed ponies. They rescued this pony. They got the milk float pony. They got a ex-race horse. And I said, so what feed, how did you know? Well, I don't think we really did. We just did. And obviously, a few sad things happened along the way. I think one was tethered and got a foot caught in a head collar and broke its back, and another one just dropped down dead. And that sounds a bit grim, but they had a lot that were very happy and lasted a long time.
Yeah.
But yes, it was all very simple, and they just sort of got on with it and managed and had a great time, and obviously loved it and kept going. And that love for the fresh air and lovely ponies carried on with all of us, and I feel very grateful that I had the opportunity to start off like that. And very much go back to it then when my girls were both at school, and borrowed, talking to somebody, another mum, borrowed a naughty little Forester who was a bit of a character and apparently had been quite naughty, but just to be able to go out and ride in the forest was just magic.
So you got back to riding, so
Yes.
not the girls at this point?
No.
Okay.
No, Ellen did go to riding school and with friends, and then, but not till a little bit later actually. They were not till she was probably 12 or 13. So I got back into it, and then hoped that they'd get back into it and we might manage to get some ponies. And eventually then I bought my own pony, which was sort of a loan from a friend of a friend, but they always seemed a bit small, and I was a bit fed up of having my ankles tied around underneath, and I actually longed for being able to sit up and ride properly and use my leg. And so fast forward came the overgrown Forester Buddy, who is 15 hands and is my lovable rogue that I adore, and has taught me a lot and continues to teach me a lot.
And how long have you had him now?
Well, 5 years.
Okay.
And I looked up, I've known you for 4.
Yes, and I can't really remember
No.
why we met. That's quite often the case with me. I'm like, how did I can't really remember when I first meet people. I've got a bad memory for a start.
Well, so have I. My timelines are completely, actually went back over some diaries.
Yeah.
And somebody kindly recommended you. I said, I just want somebody kind.
I'm glad I'm classed as kind.
Well,
maybe rubbish at teaching, but I'm really kind.
No, you're not rubbish at teaching. And I don't think all of our pony club instructors seemed fierce. But I just knew that I didn't want to end up in that, I'm too frightened to do anything.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
And I can't think who recommended you, but I will be eternally grateful.
Me too.
We used to have our lovely enthusiast lessons.
Yes, we did. I should start these again.
Met all sorts of lovely
The New Forest Pony enthusiasts.
Yeah.
I'll have to rebrand a bit though as New Forest Pony and Connemara enthusiasts now. I'll have to include that in the
Okay, so I can bring Cody.
And we had lovely fortnightly lessons, wasn't it?
Yeah, and with cake. A lot of cake.
Yes.
Coffee and cake afterwards.
And a lot of giggles and a lot of comparing.
Yeah, I think you've talked about instigating that, haven't you? Coffee
Yeah,
and cake
I think
lessons,
it's a
which sounds a lot more civilised.
Especially if it's halfway through for those of us that aren't very fit. And are always very glad when there's 5 in a group. You take it in turns.
I'm not glad when there's 5 in a group.
And you can stop and have a breather. So yes, it's been lovely. Met lots of really lovely people and learnt lots. And everybody's very, very keen to help and advise nicely and not judge.
Yeah.
And anything you can do, if you can get on, get a round of applause.
I know.
Let alone anything else. So it's been a really lovely journey, which I hope will continue for many years.
Yes.
And I just feel very lucky that I've got back out riding. I've done various different jobs and worked on boats for a while, and I used to find it so difficult not to be out doing
Yeah.
and riding and moving around,
Mm.
and used to sit in the Caribbean dreaming of riding my ponies.
Not many
seems-
people say
No.
that, do they?
I think a lot of people riding their ponies at this time of year will be dreaming of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Like to be sat in the Caribbean.
Yes, but you have to have those good reasons for your husband. Why you'd much rather be in the New Forest,
No.
knee deep in water.
I'm one of the weird people who genuinely every day, even in the pouring rain, would still be rather
Yeah.
here than in the Caribbean, definitely.
But I've also got like I remember Mum, never wanting to be away from all the animals for
No.
more than 10 days, and I'm getting exactly like that.
Oh, a week's
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
kind of limit.
Yes, so I feel very blessed to have
And how old is Buddy?
he's 16 now.
So he's sort of in his prime now.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know
that.
whether Buddy agrees with that at the moment, does he?
I think the lovely lady who used to ride him and school him, Bev, who I've met and introduced myself to at a show, reckons she had him in his prime when he was 9.
Right. Okay.
But equally is puzzled by whether quite how he works, which is also helpful when you haven't quite worked out.
He is
what's
an
going
interesting
on.
character, isn't he?
He is.
Nothing at all malicious or
No.
nasty about him at all. He
No.
really sort of tries really hard, doesn't he? But seems to have a few
Yes, he's quirky.
physical issues and oddities that you're trying to work out, aren't you?
But I do really feel like I've just learnt. He's taught me so much. I know when you're younger, you're not looking at all different aspects of what happens. And I mean, I remember the odd tumble with a shoulder going down or something, but I don't remember all the things we've gone through. But then I suppose my mum was the one doing the feeding and the sorting out the blind teeth rasping in those days that they had, literally.
Yeah.
And so to come back into it all and everything seems to be so much more not technical. I don't know whether that's the right word.
There's more knowledge, isn't there?
Yeah,
and
which is
more
good.
science behind it. But yes, it can be a bit baffling. Sometimes you were talking about feeds, weren't you? And it is. I mean, I basically just make use of the feed companies now and we'll phone their nutrition lines.
Well, and I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah. And just pick a feed company. They're all great, I'm sure, and they all have different ranges and things. And I've used various ones over the years. Like recently on Alan and Page, I phoned them and they were very helpful. I like their products. And then just add, I mean, all the horses are on a different one of their mashes, which I could probably kind of combine some of them onto similar ones eventually. But
so I try and talk to as many people as I can and ask their advice, but you all have your favourites. I still love sugar beet because I can remember straining the sugar beet when I was 8.
Sugar beet or speedy beet?
No,
now?
sugar beet.
Sugar beet. I can remember using sugar beet.
Yeah, I can.
I don't use it now, but I do still use
But I
speedy
can also
beet.
remember using crushed barley and bran.
Oh yeah,
and
they
that's-
always used to have a bran mash after hunting and things like that.
I remember when I worked at a stable, and she used to have a big metal pot, and they had an arga, and it was like boiled. Well, no, it was boiled, some sort of boiled barley or something like that. And it used to come out like, so they'd have this in the winter, this sort of warm boil. Oh, it was lovely.
I do sometimes boil the kettle and make their feeds warm in the winter, but that would, definitely no boiling of any.
But again, that's another. I mean, it's huge, vast, isn't it? And Buddy's laminitic, so I'm looking at the low starch, low sugar balances, and then they say light, but you actually look on the back and it's
Can he have speedy beet though? Because there's a lot of talk about speedy beet at the moment.
I don't know because I've not actually ever given it to him, so he's on a balancer and a chaff at the moment.
Yeah.
And as was alluded to by the lovely physio today, is there something that he actually doesn't agree with him in these feeds? Is there a malabsorption issue? Because I think there's more to his problem at the moment than just arthritis. So yeah, it's all stuff to explore.
If only they could speak.
I know.
Well.
I find myself saying that so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you sort of end up like stabbing around in the dark, don't you? Trying to sort of, eliminate the obvious things, and then.
And I do think you can ask too many people sometimes, because I think everyone's got a different answer, probably all of which are okay.
Yes,
but
you
kind of
experience.
I always think pick someone who's doing the kind of thing you want to do with your horse, and their horse looks well and happy, and then ask them.
Yeah.
And have a couple of people that you trust to ask.
Well, I would say, because I'm a nurse with the nursing students, I said you'll be told so many different things, but just sit back and take it in and think what makes sense to you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that stuff is wrong.
No.
But just take some time and work out what you think is right. So I'm trying to do a lot of research, and then of course your phone pings up with all this stuff that you're thinking about.
Yeah, you'll have loads of different feeds on there now.
Yes, exactly. Later. And then you realise you're on some American group because they're talking about something you haven't even heard of. So I'm trying to be fascinated and interested, and it's very interesting at the moment.
So when was he diagnosed with the arthritis? Is it arthritis in his hocks or?
Probably.
Right.
Well, I don't think he's been quite right for about 4 years.
Right.
It's just saying that a jumping instructor said, Louise, I don't think he's lame. He's just not bringing his right back through.
Right. Yeah.
And then I think we started having more issues with canter leads. If you look back at it all. And then we haven't done a huge amount for various reasons. He was coughing. He had abscesses. Not loading, doing too many things for other people, things happening in family needing help. So he hasn't had a sort of straightforward, consistent journey. But I knew I had to have something that wasn't too high maintenance. And he is out all the time. We do have access to stables, which is great. And I sort of have a share system, which is lovely. So we cover each other for holidays, and we don't pay each other, and we try and make it work.
That's brilliant.
Fairly well. And that's another thing my mum said. This is the best way to make it work. And so we're relatively cheap livery, but right in the most fantastic part of the forest for riding. So he does escape a lot, but he goes in. He doesn't tend to go out.
Where are you based?
We're at Acresdown Crossroads, so up Henry Down / Minstead.
Yes, that's lovely out there, isn't it?
It is beautiful, and even going up and poo picking for an hour is like heavenly. People can't quite believe that to this day.
No, I'm struggling with that currently.
Currently is a different matter.
I think the minute it gets behind, if you don't do it for a day,
I know.
We are
difficult.
Weeks behind.
Oh, are you?
And I've already put the backfield down to harrowing in the spring, which I did last year, and had my first go on a tractor harrowing, which was terribly exciting.
Exciting. Well, I've kept on top of it because, as you may or may not know, Millie, my daughter, we do a sort of, she's got her horse and my horse, we keep them together, and she's away at the moment, so I'm in command. And so I've been trying to make sure I poo pick every day, but of course we've had this deluge of rain, and oh my god, the ground is, and the wheelbarrow we've got is enormous. So I found myself yesterday having a large bout of Tourette's with the wheelbarrow, calling it all sorts of really bad names. In fact, if someone had seen it and videoed it, it'd been hilarious.
Hide in the hedge next time you're poo picking.
Yes.
Well, we did something very exciting this year and put some scalpings down on a very wet path to take the hay out. So somebody gave me part of a wheelbarrow, and I had a wheel, and so I made a
that was generous of them.
I know.
What was one of your best friends giving you half a wheelbarrow?
I've got a wheelbarrow that works. A pumped up wheel, and we're on scalping. So every time I go along,
luxury.
I'm in heaven until we get to the end now, where we reach the bog. But we've also got various ones dotted around the field.
I've got a top tip actually for the wheelbarrow in the wet ground, because there does come a point where it's impossible. But if you've only got a couple of horses, I just take a bucket and like a big skip bucket and
I
my
was thinking
gloves
that
and just
today.
carry it back. It's much easier than the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I was thinking that today actually, because I just thought going forward I cannot. I've actually got a bruise on my knee where I was pushing the wheelbarrow with my knee to get it out of
Pulling it's easier as well. Another top
getting it
tip.
out of a blinking rut that it was in. But anyway.
Well, we're very lucky because actually my friend reckons we're on some of the driest land, that the top fields and then slopes down. And actually we've just, again on the advice of somebody who'd had horses all her life, said just spread the manure around the edge in different areas.
Yes.
Which sounds grim, but actually it does, it goes right down. And so we're not actually taking it very far. So we've got lots of piles, so you're never dragging it back in to a central dung heap, which again is pretty fantastic.
Yes, no. So where you are, I'm thinking where you are. I don't know it that well, but I think I know where it is. Are you also near? Is it Red something? No.
Not the Red Chute.
I don't know. Someone was telling me about Red Sands. Is it?
That's near Ogden's. That's not there.
Oh no.
I don't think if it's the same bit.
Yeah. No, you're right. It isn't it? She did mention Ogden's. Yeah.
It's
Obviously,
not that
geography
good for
wasn't.
cantering anymore. I think that track, the
is
Red
it?
Sands track, I think people used to get around at Hasley Hill enclosure. I think. But it's really rooty and not so good anymore.
Oh,
I
that's
think
a
it's
shame.
probably deteriorated.
Quite excited about that.
Yeah.
So although he's not at home, it's only about 7 or 8 minutes drive, and it's a beautiful drive.
Perfect.
And my parents are on the way.
Oh, excellent.
So when I do my parent care, I can do it on the way or on the
do
way
your
back.
horse care and your parent care.
Invariably, I'm late. But as my mother was always late for me, I said, well,
Yes.
Mum, we can't blame anybody, can we? Because you're always just having to do that last little bit to the horses or the garden. So we have lots of laughs about that.
Oh.
And she's always very happy to hear my pony stories. Whether
When did she ride until?
Into her 70s, I think. But that was her last, another rescue, and he started falling over.
Oh.
So she decided that the
Yes,
sensible
that point
thing
not to.
was to stop. And she now blames, riding for her arthritis. But I said you mustn't, because it kept you incredibly fit, actually. So
Do you think it cool? I mean,
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think the fresh air and the I said yes, but look at you, how strong your legs are from all that shoveling and poo picking, and she used to poo pick with rubber gloves and a laundry basket. So that was a lot of bending and so we try and look at the positives.
Yeah, very good. And do your sisters still ride?
No, I'd love to get particularly my local sister riding with me, so that's sort of why I thought if we got another one, by the time we're both retired, we can
go up some
toddle
nice
along,
hacks,
even if we're walking out and just getting fresh air.
So tell us about your new one then, who I've heard a little bit about.
Oh, you've got another one.
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Well, every year I look at all the lovely forest foals and think, oh, that's rather nice. But much like babies, they look nice with their little tail, and you're never quite sure what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And this lovely lady Bev, who used to school Buddy, lives fairly locally, and she produces a few of her own foals and also buys in a lot of youngsters and brings them on. So when my lovely yard mate was looking for a new pony, I said, well, why don't we go and see Bev? And she found her latest 3-year-old. And while I was there, this little bay nuzzled up to me and very gently sort of blew in my ear, and I said, oh, you're very sweet. And it turned out that he was born on the marshes down at Christchurch, which was the same place that my Silver Lee that we got from the Beulah Road sales was from as well.
Oh dear.
So, it was meant to be.
Yeah,
it was a
had your
sign.
name all over it.
And he's called Thomas.
Thomas.
If I'd had a little boy, it might have been called Thomas. And any other reason I could possibly think of, I came up with it.
Excellent. And how old is Thomas?
Well, he will be 2 in the spring.
Lovely.
So we've got a little bit of time. But I always wanted to, he's not a baby, bring on something younger and understand how things develop. And he's another forester, but I think he's a finer one, which is sort of what I go for. And
Yeah.
he's incredibly gentle
Mm.
and inquisitive. I think, and Bev is such a great judge of character
Mm.
and brings them on so beautifully. You know, he's
Yeah.
had the best start,
Mm.
and you start reading about their relatives, and yeah.
So
had to
what's
be
his
really-
proper passport name then?
He is Avon Tyrrell Red Emblem,
Mm.
and his I'm going to forget his parentage now, aren't I? His dad's called something like not Keith or Kevin or something.
What a
Very glamorous.
unusual forest pony name, Keith or Kevin.
Dave. His name's
yeah,
Dave.
But yeah, lovely and quite a big. His mum's quite a large chestnut.
Mm.
I sort of would have liked another chestnut, but anyway, can't be fussy.
You've got to love a
And-
bay. Love a bay.
I'm not a chestnut fan.
And
I've alienated loads of readers, listeners, by saying I'm not a chestnut fan. I do like chestnuts,
Yeah.
really. But I prefer a bay.
and she's actually bought this year's full brother and a half brother because she was so impressed.
Ah,
So it'll be really interesting to see how
yeah.
they all turn out.
So what sort of height do you think he'll make?
I'm hoping he'll be 14.2.
Yeah.
Feed him lots.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You see, well, I wonder whether my buddy was a little. You know, you
do you
just
think
if
he
they
just
overgrew.
over-
I don't know. I don't. Anyway, she's a great font of information and very happy to help with anything, which is lovely.
Mm.
And I will be asking for quite a lot of help. But yeah, he's an absolute sweetie. Very gentle and. But he's very good with him. Doesn't get jealous.
No.
He's again. I thought he'd be terribly jealous, and I was almost feeling guilty. I was sort of making sure I said hello to him first, a big cuddle, and then sort of sneaking around the back. But he doesn't worry. He stands and watches me, and he's okay with that, which is quite nice. Only having one pony for for 4 or 5 years, you think so. No, he's being good with him. So I hope that they will
That's
continue
very
to be
exciting then, isn't it?
good friends.
I had when we moved here, I had a thoroughbred, and then he needed a companion, so we bought a little forest pony from the sales as well. And he was great, actually. I don't think they didn't think he was going to be that big when we bought him, but I didn't feed him like ridiculous amounts, but he was well fed and like came in at night and had hay and was a bit spoilt probably. But he grew to 14.2 and he was a really lovely pony. So and easy. I think we were saying before we were properly chatting that the ones that you have from babies, you seem to be able to just get on and there's no big deal because they're so used to you and they trust
to know
you.
them. I always think it took me. Well, I still don't think I understand Buddy, but I really think it took 2 years to kind of. I was very, very lucky because his owner. I rang her up just out of interest. I'd just lost a previous pony. She had cancer of a third eyelid that was removed, and then obviously it came back. So she had the eye removed, and then it didn't heal. And so it obviously wasn't going to heal, and so she went to heaven, and I was supposed to be saving money. And of course, they're on Facebook. Ooh, he looks rather nice. So I was really lucky. I just rang and chatted, and we were on the phone for an hour and a half. I think our first conversation, and she told me absolutely everything about him and his quirks and genuinely why. And he was supposed to be her forever pony, and she'd had a daughter and lost a bit of confidence. And I thought, yes, I know all this sort of. How did you just go off and go hunting and all these, no fear whatsoever, and then you definitely feel like you've lost your nerve, or if something happens, the ramifications of that are quite
I think
vast.
that's often the case, isn't it? You're just very aware that what happens if you hurt yourself, and who's going to look after the children, and who's going to cook the dinner, and keep the husband organised.
She just nothing he did surprised me because she told, which I think is really unusual. So I was very, very lucky, and she said, if you have any second thoughts, I'll have him back. I'll buy him back.
That's really nice to know.
And so we've kept in touch. And I tell her all the bad bits as well as all the good bits. And actually, her little daughter used to ride him, and she fell off her little pony, and she said, could she come back down and go for a little walk on Buddy? And they often come past because they go to Fursey Gardens. So I feel really lucky that that I found her, and she was so honest.
Yes.
And you know, she said, I've had people come to see him and I had him on for a lot more money, but they expect, you know, if he moves at the mounting block, well, that's not good enough for my little princess, and I'm not paying that sort of money. So I bought him from the field, although he had done a little bit. Yeah, she's thoroughly open, and nothing has been a surprise. And,
really
and
good.
if anything has happened, I've been able to go back and say, look, did he ever get stuck under a fence or have a particular accident? Or and I was also very lucky. I got him in, I think it was January or February. He was clipped out and he was quite full of beans. But the girls I rode with used to pick me up at the gate, go for the ride. Anything that he did, well, that's probably because we're in an open area and he's not used to it, or the road noise. And then they'd take me back home, and we did that for about a year. Otherwise, I can see you could quite easily have either given up or sent him back. So I felt quite proud that I'd managed to deal with that. He just tended to do this go sideways thing for no apparent reason. And then he started, he did, and then quite a few sort of just these bolts.
Bolting's not my favourite.
No.
But I was quite pleased because I just somehow, as a reflex, just did the one hand really sharply round and managed to stop. I did think several times. Once I did fall off, but my stirrup came off with me, and I was okay, and that was on Heather. More recently, I thought I was going to go off on the road. That wasn't so nice.
No.
But I again was thought, no, you managed that actually. Which if you told me what was going to happen, I would have thought, ooh. And I think all the drivers were going past, going, crikey. She's swearing quite a lot.
To wonder if you can work out why he's doing it, and then try and.
So he hadn't done it.
There must be a reason.
He hadn't done it for a long time, and then we started again. But he definitely prefers hacking in company. And he lost his mate again, and that was something else that happened, which we think probably affected him a bit. His lovely companion that he'd only known for about a year, but we used to ride out together, and they really got on well. And he sadly got probably a nail in a hoof, and went off and never came back.
Oh no.
Because he had quite a lot of problems, which meant he was on bute and things, so he didn't have a great gut. So that was really sad, and I've always tried, if they've had a mate that's put down, that they have an opportunity to say goodbye or see them, and his mate just went and never came back.
That's my one regret.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Looking over our shoulder, Otis and Zed, because I just took Zed off to the vets, and he didn't come back either. And I kind of knew that I might do that, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I'd brought him back, because Otis, I think, has been a bit odd since. Slightly hasn't. They were together for 10 years. It was a not very sensible thing to do, but
you do realise that amazing how sensitive they are, because we've got another youngster that Holly's got with a very old pony, and he's almost. We're talking about the youngster doesn't seem so happy because the old one's a bit off, and he almost is sensing that he's not happy, and is really feeling responsible for this older pony and sort of chaperoning him to the grass, and you just think, crikey, they're complicated, sensitive creatures, aren't they?
I guess when they were living in herds, and they do sort of like look out for one another, don't they? Because within a herd that. They have like a role, don't they? Or some of them have like a role. So
it is just fascinating. I feel like I'm learning more and more in depth stuff.
There's always something to learn, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. So onward and upward, and lots more to learn.
Oh, that's exciting. You'll be able to bring your youngster to some of the big bow pants stuff. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if it's in hand.
Yeah,
exactly.
Start
It'd be
to
great
go out
experience.
Yeah, exactly. So I really hope that perhaps I could bring them.
Yeah.
If I can get
yes, hopefully.
But I think perhaps his issues at the moment, and we've talked about that, haven't we, with actually being uncomfortable being in a box in a certain and being worse coming home. I hadn't thought about in more discomfort after you've had a lesson and been tense travelling. So again, I've learned all those sorts of.
Because he actually does willingly go into the trailer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You just can't even start to shut it.
Oh, really? Then he comes back out again,
At
does
speed.
he? Right.
Unless Becky very kindly took me back
So
in.
we went in the
lorry
lorry absolutely
with Prince.
fine.
And
yeah,
you,
with
and you
Prince.
reckon he travelled really well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Came
Only
Maybe
went
it's
in
that
and
sideways
Exactly.
thing as well.
So
So you're getting a lorry now.
or
Which is always what happens, isn't it? The horse.
well,
box
I've
lorry.
asked for one for Christmas, and my cheeky husband said, "Well, what's the point in having a horse box if the horse won't go in?" I said, "That's a very silly comment, and not the sort of thing that I need you to say."
And not at all helpful.
No. But I've actually been looking at the herringbone Cheval Liberté
Yes.
trailers, and a friend I met in the summer had one. She said I could try it. She's since actually taken her horses somewhere else, but I think she might be back for Christmas. So I thought I might try the whole herringbone, different strains, but and maybe if he's on medication, painkillers now, he might feel more comfortable. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I can't keep riding him to Becky's.
I got my first lorry because Neil went really fast round a corner with the trailer there, and Otis wouldn't go in a trailer after that.
Oh.
Did you have a meltdown?
But he had to really, because it was his fault.
Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't have gone so fast around the corner. Won't do that again. Very expensive mistake that was.
But also another lovely lady from Big Brave Pants has offered to come out when I've got him a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
And do a bit of loading with her. And he may not want to travel backwards. Some people say they don't like travelling backwards.
Yeah.
Again, it's another whole.
I know, but hopefully there's enough, enough people that have got something you can try, like a lorry or.
Well, we know the lorries.
Yes, the
Becky's
lorries.
very keen that I get a big lorry because I might want to do much more and stay away and things.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I love my lorry. You love your lorry, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, I had a trailer for a long time. Lorries are actually easier to drive as well.
Yeah, well,
much
yes.
easier.
Yeah.
And actually, I think as you get older, driving becomes a little bit more scary, and the roads get busier, and
Yeah. It does quite. I quite like just when we've done the camps. Rocking up in the lorry and you sort of camping it at night, and it's quite comfortable.
I was very envious of that, although
I know.
I was very excited because I did face my tent so I could see my pony when I woke up in the
Yes,
morning.
that's
which was
true.
Another little dream I had.
Yeah.
So that probably brings us quite nicely onto Big Brave Pants. And so I was going to say, how did you find out about Big Brave Pants? But obviously it's because you know Becky.
Yeah.
And you've been to, how many camps have you been to?
I've only done one camp, but I would very
Yeah.
much love to do some more.
Yeah.
And I will do some more.
Lovely.
And all the other things around about when we sort ourselves out.
So a question that we sort of we've asked everybody is what sort of things do you like best about Big Brave Pants? What is it sort of given you?
I think it's the camaraderie. I feel like I found a whole new
tribe.
People.
I do.
Community of people.
And I love all the posts and the information, and there's just a lot of people who are just very genuinely just want to enjoy it with no airs and graces. I've not come across one person who I feel's been hoity-toity, if that's a word people still use.
Yeah.
Or sort of look down at you as if to say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's just a very exciting, lovely group of people, and it's getting better and better, I think, which is very exciting.
Yeah, I think we're both quite proud of how it's all
you've
coming
created.
together and everybody enjoying it and contributing as well.
Yes.
Because it is a community and it's for everybody, isn't it?
Yes.
I like the fact that there's quite a lot of people on the group, on the page now.
Yeah.
And I would say there's a core of people who've done a lot of the things and quite often post. But actually, all the time there's a little trickle of people who are starting to post. I think there was one today, wasn't there? She chose to post on our group for some advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I quite like that, that they're quiet and they've watched and they've decided it's quite a safe place to
exactly
put an opinion or a question, and they're not going to get shot down in flames for asking something stupid or whatever that you might fear in
happens on a lot of other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, fabulous.
And is there anything that you'd like to see? I mean, obviously we've got our night that we're getting together, haven't we, coming up?
You're coming, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Just to make.
I'm just slightly worried I'm not going to fit everyone in the house, but it'll be a nice tight squeeze.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. We're all quite close with each other now.
Probably be the noise, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
whether
yeah.
Neil and Peggy might want to go out for the evening.
Yeah.
Mind you, Peggy can help with some planning. She's
She's good. Yeah, she's good at.
Well, I'm just excited, hopefully, to be able to join in a few more things, and whatever I can do would be great.
But you can also be thinking a little bit. You can have plans for the 2-year-old,
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah.
Because
Yes.
you don't have to wait till he's
when you
4
do,
to do anything, do you?
You have done your long reining.
Yeah.
And all those, some of those things could be great.
Yeah,
too.
I'd really like to do more of that.
Yes.
So, and I know Mandy is up for that as well. So that would be good. But
Yeah.
that would be great for your
I know.
youngster. And we've talked about perhaps doing some in-hand stuff, haven't we? So
Yes.
learning how to do sort of
Proper
in-hand
show.
showing.
Absolutely, I saw
Yeah.
that post and was very excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Yeah. So I hope that I will be doing more with Buddy. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yes.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And with the arthritis, you might find that everything starts to come together now. You've got him on a supplement and.
Yeah. Or is something reacting with something?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting because with my nursing background, I find it quite fascinating. Obviously, they're horses and humans, but
it would be I think it'd be quite good if we could do an episode where arthritic changes are so common, aren't they?
yes.
And
people posting with relatively young
yeah,
I know.
animals, and has that always happened?
yeah, I think it's.
I think they can be born with slight
Yes,
deformities,
yes,
can't they, which then
exactly.
become arthritic
Yes.
because they're not wearing
Predispose them
correctly.
to, and I think that's probably what's happened.
Yeah.
Buddy's always had very strange shaped
Yes.
feet. And again, this lovely lady, she said, "Gosh, when he first came, Louise, you think they're bad now? When I first saw it, they were terrible."
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm sure there's predisposition.
So bad conformation. I suppose sometimes they don't carry themselves correctly.
Exactly.
So like us, if
Wrong
you
saddle.
slouch or whatever, then
My saddle
bad saddle
was made for him with his previous owner. Didn't fit.
No.
But it might have fitted on
it
on
might
one
at
day.
that point.
The trouble is they change, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
He did grow on late, but she didn't get the saddle until I think he was 8. So again,
I know it's difficult. It is a bit of a minefield, isn't it? But it's. But yeah, I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of it with him. So, and actually, that does lead me on to products of the week, which is in my very posh carrier bag down here. I had to put it in the carrier bag because I use them all the time, so I had to prize them off Miss Freya and give them a wash
very
because
interested to hear about
they're
these.
really very dirty, and I can't talk too much about the science behind it, but it is a company called Equestreams, or they're called Global Streams, and the Streams is STREAMZ. So they do products for humans, dogs and horses. And they have, if I can find the end of this, it's magnetic therapy. So they have these magnetic strips in them. But there's some sort of technology that they've done that they can wear these, so that you put these on their legs, and they can wear them 24/7 if you want to, because they don't heat up. It's some sort of
magnetic
spinning
fields.
it's something to do with frequencies and spinning and I
don't think the science isn't there, is it?
No.
Well, at least we
What
know
do you
it's
mean?
nothing to do with menopause, probably.
Yes, probably, yes. Anyway, but they have a really good website. So if you just look at Equestreams and go and have a look at it. But Miss Freya wears these certainly through the winter because she had problems with her stifles. And so she does have her stifles injected once a year. But I really think these make a massive difference.
Well, I've
So
read
she
a
wears
lot
them
of
around the
people-
fetlock?
Yes, as wherever you can put them on the leg, really. So I try to put them up as higher up on the leg, but they do
Okay.
sort of slip down a bit. But yeah, and so she wears them both on her back legs, and I think it makes a massive difference in terms of how she's sort of like moving. And certainly if they're stabled a lot in the winter, if you've got horses that come up with puffy legs, they're really good for that. But it really helps with inflammation. But yeah, I apologise for my lack of scientific knowledge.
Neil at this point would be going, oh, they're magnets. How can
Yeah, I know.
That's why I question it.
I think do they not change the? See, now I'm going to do exactly.
Okay, go on.
The blood cells change the way they're flowing a bit with their magnetic field. I don't know.
I actually don't know, but they do quite a good.
I'm now thinking magnets and iron.
Yeah.
That's probably not.
I don't
know.
So anyway,
I think it's something to do with blood flow.
Yeah, it is to do.
Yes.
Well,
Who knows?
I listened to a podcast recently, and the chap that designed them was talking about these.
How heavy are they?
Yeah, not heavy.
Oh.
They're a bit
for some
wet
reason,
because
I
I've washed
imagined
them.
they'd be heavy.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Do you think they'd stand up to being worn in the field?
Oh, she wears them in the field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not just in the
yeah.
stable.
No, she wears them out
you
at
don't
night
lose
and
them.
in the
She doesn't
field.
lose
No,
them.
they're really good. So they sort of go
brilliant.
round. But yeah, and he was talking about them, and he said that everybody thinks that magnets increase blood flow to the area and everything, but he was saying it's not that at all, and he sort of went into a whole spiel about the scientific side of it and why they're different. But they do actually, if you go onto the website, I can't remember because.
Should we try and look and for next?
Yes,
for next
it might
week,
be quite
we
a
might
good
have
idea.
A better
yeah,
explanation
yeah, might
as
have
to why
a
the
good
magnetic
Come and
bands
do a
work.
talk for us, would you?
Maybe.
Kate?
Yes, well maybe, yeah, that would be really good. But
Are
I
they
definitely
different brands?
No.
This seems to be
think there are different brands, but I think Equestreams is the sort of
We
best
had
one
some
I've seen.
magnetic wraparound boots
Yeah.
at one point, but actually the horses were so annoyed by them
Oh
that
really?
they kicked quite a lot and they just fell off, or they probably would have risked causing more damage. But those are quite nice, and
Yeah,
I
and
can't
Miss,
imagine
as
they
you know,
irritate
Miss
them.
Freya would not really put up with anything around her
No.
legs that she didn't like, and so she wears those all the time. So
So even
certainly
if
in the
it's
winter.
Buddy's hocks, you'd still just put them
Yeah, on the leg. Yeah,
anywhere on
Yeah.
the leg.
yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
present.
Yes. Another.
yes, yeah. In fact, I think I might get one for me because they do a wristband as well. And I keep threatening to get Pete one as well for his back. But yeah, definitely look at the website.
I'm going to look
So,
later.
yeah.
Might love a reason to spend money on my
Yes.
horse.
Yes.
Yes.
Like we
try-
need
Need
any
to be
reasons.
much.
Yeah, I'll try and put a link or something in the
Yeah.
notes below,
Yeah,
just
really
talking about them. But definitely a lot of talk about it for arthritic changes. So,
And
yeah.
omega-3 as well, I've been reading about, which is
Yeah,
anti-inflammatory,
omega-3.
isn't it?
Yeah, collagen is good. Anything with
yes.
collagen in. So yeah,
I can vouch for collagen.
Yes,
Yeah.
so do I. I wonder if
hyaluronic.
you'd like my chocolate shake. I could try that.
He might do. Yeah, he might do. I know there are some good supplements out there with very high grade collagen in
Yeah.
it.
Oh, well, that's another whole.
It
whole
is,
chat.
yeah, it is definitely.
all
I think
these
supplements are there's so many supplements, aren't there? But
They grow on our feed room. I don't know. When we first got the new feed room, there was so much space in it. Now there's like the shelf of the supplements is going a bit mad. I think
yeah,
sometimes you need to then just regroup and
Well, go right back.
yeah.
And as I say,
So Blue's up
just
to
starting
3
one
things
and
going
see
in
if
at the
that-
moment.
Oh, right, okay.
Because he's having a muscle building one, which has really worked. He looks much stronger.
Wow.
Who's that?
Equitop Myoplast Blue.
Oh, is he?
He has that, and then the Equinectar for horses with slightly tricky tummies and not very good weight gain, and something else. Oh, So Calm. I've just bought yet another calmer to try, see if it works. So yeah, watch this space.
Yeah, that could be another whole series, couldn't it, about supplements.
It's really hard to know because there's such a wide
Yeah.
range of price, but also the
Yes.
ingredients, and trying to sort of narrow it down to the thing that you really want to be giving them.
Yeah.
It's quite tricky, isn't it?
It is.
Very
It is.
tricky.
So before we wrap up, we didn't do this last week, but you have given a top tip tonight actually about the
My
poo
bucket
picking.
and,
Yeah.
poo picking.
So, and I'm probably landing you in this a bit, Louise, but in the winter, have you got a top tip that you could share with people to survive the horrible winter months?
Yes, I put my scissors in the top of my welly boots.
What? Why?
Not the time to stab it. But you know you have the strap that tightens your welly boots, so you can try and stop the hay going down.
Yeah.
Well, I keep a pair of scissors. Which
For opening bales and things.
opening, but well, we have a lot of electric fencing, so I must admit it's mainly
Emergencies.
for. But I did go into a well-known food stall, am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
Woodington's.
Yeah. Oh,
Other
yeah.
food
We're
stores
definitely
are
allowed-
available.
No, you definitely can say Woodington's.
And
They're
George
our
said,
local.
"Ha!" She said, "What a great idea." So I was glad that I thought of something.
Very
That's definitely
good.
new.
And when I don't have, I do have various little pen knives, and invariably you get somewhere and you need
They're
it, and
never
it's
in
not
the
in
right
coach
place,
number
are they?
47. And so I find I'm going for dog walks and things, and I've still got my scissors.
There's
Very
nothing more
good.
annoying than when you're in a hurry to A, finding you need to open a new thing of haylage, and then B, not being able to find the penknife that's usually exactly where it should be, but not on that occasion.
Well, no, we have quite a lot of pen knives, and as I'm the one mainly who opens them now, in fact, I get big bales, and my lovely James, who brings them, puts them in his little van, so the string's already been taken off. So I haven't got the string. But I do find that Buddy's gone through another electric fence line.
Oh no.
Or something, or I need to attach two ends and it looks messy, or something like that. And it's very handy.
Oh, very
We'll all be
good.
doing
Top
that.
tip then, yeah.
I'm not
Starting a
opening
new
food
trend.
things yet with them, but you never know.
Thank you for that.
Might not be everybody's helpful hint, but
No.
And I feel like we could introduce another thing that we haven't been able to do for the last couple of weeks, and that is the
socks. You've got nice
stick your
as I didn't have a
Father Christmas
as
socks.
I didn't have a Christmas jumper.
Yes.
And I know Becky with hay, as you noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, authentic.
It's the
that
hay
is.
season bringing it through.
It
the
is,
If
house.
there wasn't
Yeah.
hay, we wouldn't think you were a
So I
horse
thought,
person.
I know, as I haven't got my Christmas jumper, I could have my Christmas socks.
Brilliant.
I'm feeling a bit less festive now because I haven't got
Right.
anything Christmassy
Oh,
on.
the sock thing's meant to be your section.
You usually
Yeah, I
have
know.
Last
it.
week,
I
You're
know,
not meant to
I've let
produce
everyone down.
sock
my
stories.
Because you haven't got jumpers on,
No, I haven't even got jumpers on today.
which is very impressive. I don't
Yeah,
think
I've
I've
had a
ever
shower
seen
and everything.
I was going to have a shower, then I ran behind and I couldn't.
Yeah. I didn't ride today actually.
No.
No, and it was
no
sunny.
riding at
Let me
all.
just-
I know.
Is that because it was?
I thought Prince needed a day off.
Oh.
And what did I do? I took Peggy to a lesson with a lovely new lady this morning, and then grandson duties
Yes,
this
so
afternoon. So
You did.
it seemed a good idea to give him a day off, although I really hate it in the winter doing a day off on a nice non-rainy day.
Tomorrow's supposed to be nice
Good.
again.
I will be
Fingers
riding
crossed.
Supposed to
tomorrow.
be.
Fingers crossed. Right, I think that's that point where we can wrap up. Thank you so much,
Thank
Louise.
you very much.
You've been an absolute star. And all that leaves me to say is, Louise, keep wearing your big, brave pants.
I will be forevermore.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Clip-clop dreams in a dusty dance. Hooves hit the ground like a brave romance. Through the wire, through the breeze. Big brave pants riding with ease. Big brave pants trot to the beat. Step by step, it's a rhythmic feat. Brave and bold, no second glance. Saddle up tight in your big brave pants. Gallop through fields, let the rhythm sway. Every hoofbeat says we'll find our way. Tick tock, clip clop, onward we prance. Living the dream in big brave pants. Big brave pants trot to the beat. Step by step, it's a rhythmic feat. Brave and bold, no second glance. Saddle up tight in your big brave pants.